I have acquired and perused through a vast amount of information such as articles and other writings during the time that I have taken this course from multiple professors and writers such as Donna Haraway, Henry Jenkins, Jeanette Murray, and many more. And after taking the time to look over all of the different arguments and topics discussed, I'm here to be an example of those topics. Already, as I am speaking to you, I'm using my computer as a Memex, this machine that I have filled with information, and combined it in a way to communicate with you in the form of this video. That, and having it easily accessible for anyone to see since it is uploaded onto YouTube. Because of digital media, we're able to have nearly limitless amounts of information right at our fingertips that we can choose to find at our own leisure. But you can never have it all at once. This is where hypertext is relevant in a sense. Because I made the video, I know what the content is, and what order it will be in. But you as a viewer do not know this. So you're put in this situation where you want to know more of what I'm talking about, but you can't get to it because I haven't said it yet, or it's not all on the screen at once for you to read, which leads you to having to sit through this video to completion, or until you are satisfied with the information you have heard thus far, to be able to comprehend what I am talking about. Because I limit the information given to you at a specific time, it urges you to continue the interactions with this form of digital media. Now you may think to yourself, why does any of this matter to me? Well, I am a student talking to you about digital cultures and narratives, so how does this affect you in any way away from the computer? Well, if you're not aware, with technology as advanced as it is, almost everyone around the world has become a cyborg. And no, not the cool ones such as the Terminator or Cyborg from DC Comics. What I'm referring to is a theory made up by Donna Haraway, stating that we are cyborgs by embracing the enhancements to our identities that technology can give to us. So imagine this, you're a college student at a party, and you're having fun and whatnot, hanging out with friends, doing all this stuff, and then at one point you do something embarrassing with your friends. But you think to yourselves, like, I know these people for a long time, they don't care, they may laugh now, but no one else is going to see what I just did, so why bother? I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. So then you go home, next day comes around, you wake up, go on your favorite social media site, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you use, and then you see a picture of that embarrassing moment there, and it's now on the internet for everyone to see. And this is where the cyborg theory comes into play. Because if you truly separated your personal life from your virtual life, then you should have nothing to worry about having that picture on the internet and what others will think of it, or whether or not you should take it down in case the photo is offensive or it's something you don't want someone seeing, such as your spouse, your family, or quite possibly an employer. We have become so accustomed to technology and social media sites that they are pretty much integrated with our own lives, and we cannot live without them. They affect our lives just as much as anything else would. And as more time passes, the difference between our real world and our virtual world begins to fade, almost disappearing entirely. While these differences may fade, there is still something missing when it comes to using the technology and digital media that we have, and that is the sense of agency. I mean, how often do you have a sense of interactivity with the technology that you use today, such as going on Facebook or using your phone or listening to your music player? We have a wide array of products that are at our disposal, but there are very few where we can care about how we use it and what results from those actions on how we are using it. And usually, games are the one digital media that breaks the mold, that gives the users or the consumers a sense of agency. They allow for people to be able to take on actions and tasks that are not only meaningful, but also hold value when we reach the conclusions of those actions. A great game of that as an example of this would be the Walking Dead game series by Telltale Games, where the player controls a man called Lee Everett, and they explore this zombie-infested world by making a series of choices, such as you can only save one person while there are zombies attacking, and this results in the story being affected, where later on you'll meet with characters who are either angry at you for not saving one character, or they judge your morals on what you did. While the games give us this kind of power and take on meaningful action and or allow us to review the results of these actions, some of them don't allow you to interact with the story entirely in just the game alone. With the Walking Dead series, it first originated as a comic book, and as it became more popular, it gained its video game adaptation along with a TV show adaptation. And if you so choose, you can explore more of the story behind this series by reading and watching those said adaptations. This leads to the topic of transmedia. You are given a narrative, in this case The Walking Dead, as I have explained, and it does not have to just be on a single form of media, but instead it goes across multiple forms, such as the video games, the TV shows, the comic books, websites, whatever it may be. And they go hand in hand on explaining the story, the characters, and it goes into exclusive and extensive detail, but only if you choose to seek it. Even me talking to you now about these concepts can be considered transmedia, with multiple websites, and people expanding and elaborating more on what I've said and probably in more detail. Thank you for watching the video and taking your time, and I hope you learned something. Thank you and have a good day.